Even as a young kid, we all thought about piloting a massive robot, towering over cars and houses, destroying everything in our path like the sadistic fucks we are. Even though the mech idea is flawed heavily, it's still fun to think about. Now, everything in this video is mostly illustrated and narrated in a short story type of way. None of this is possible. I just came up with this scenario and I hope that you'd enjoy. So anyways, sit back, relax. 1915, September 17th. The Prime Minister of France is informed that the British are creating a weapon that can roll over the trenches and break the German lines. The Mark I, set to debut the following year, made the French worry that the British will take all the glory of the war for themselves. As the war-winning machine, the tank might give Britain a monopoly in Europe. An officer walked into his room to inform him that a young man in the city of Marseille has created something amazing, demonstrating it to the public. A bipedal machine that is in the shape of a human, giving you the strength of 3 men and being just as tall. Interested in the concept, he contacted his most trustworthy general and arranged a meeting with the young man. General Ferdinand Foch was ordered to arrive from the front into a field near Normandy, and together with the Prime Minister of France, they met the young inventor. His name, Gabriel Augustin. After he introduced himself, he was asked to show the general his invention of his. He was given no information about the invention itself, so he remained skeptical at what a young man like him could do. The curtains were released, and a tall, human-like structure was revealed. The legs were as tall as 2 fully grown men, and the arms just as long as well. The general was stunned at the sheer size of the machine, let alone its complexity. Gabriel wasted no time hopping into the machine, starting it up. "My mind and my inventions are for the people of France," he said. Factories were converted overnight, as Gabriel, together with a staff of the brightest engineers, worked endlessly for a suitable design for what is known to be the Mech. On the Western Front, the trenches are filled with mud, blood, and the rotten corpses of men who died trying to break through the defensive lines. The Germans seem like they have the upper hand, but slightly demoralized from the fact that they haven't reached Paris yet. It's September 16th of 1916, 2 years of consistent warfare in trenches. Losing thousands of men for only an inch of territory has taken a toll on both sides. And just as morning breaks, the bombardment started again. In the Somme, the British surprised the Germans with a new machine for war. The tank was revealed. But at the same time, on the southern front, where the Battle of the Verdun is raging, the Mech stood tall and marched into the fields. It was equipped with a cannon on one of its arms, and it carried 6 high-explosive shell. A siren on the top left corner of the machine blasted a loud ship-like noise to frighten the enemy. Its high body, together with heavier armament, made it easy to destroy light enemy fortifications, but made it a great target for artillery and cannon fire. Regardless of its setbacks, they drive the Germans out from both the south and the north front, and the collapse of the Western Front is imminent. The Germans are left with 2 choices. One is to try to make peace with the Entente and try to minimize the war reparations. The second option is to fall back to a much more defendable line in Germany and Belgium. The Kaiser, under a lot of political pressure, decided not to end the war. As the weeks go by and the Germans get pushed out of France and back into the border into Belgium, reinforcements meant to be sent on the Eastern Front are now sent to the west. For the Russians, the front is very unstable. both sides suffered heavy casualties, unseen before. The Romanian joined the war to help the Russians to recapture its old settlements in Transylvania. And together, the Russian, Romanian and the Serbian army for the first time meet in Austria-Hungary. The Western Front yet again grinds into a crawl as a smaller front makes it easier for the Germans to defend. Separatist movements in the Central Powers started their respective revolutions. Putting the last nail into this war's coffin. The war concluded on January the 1st of 1917, the start of the new year. The machine that won the war was credited to the Mech. The French, happy with their victory, organized a parade to showcase their glorious machine to the people of Paris. Oligarchs from all around the world showed up to see this firsthand. But Auguste isn't found anywhere. Suspicions arose on where the creator of this weapon might be, and why is he in hiding? And that's a story for another fucking day. Oh my fucking god. Woo! This new way of me making videos, illustrating it heavily, it took me way too long. But hey, I loved making it. Like, everything looked fucking spectacular. I enjoy making it. If anybody is interested in how the map of Europe looks like, here's a visual representation. And now, hit that music.